Hello everybody! Today we're going to unpack, take a close-up look and test the Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish. So let's go ahead and remove the paper wrapper. So the Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish comes in two parts, the lid and the base or dish. Let's remove the paper wrapper from the lid first. To reveal, of course, the lid of the butter dish itself. We can set that down to the side and continue to unwrap or unpack the base or dish of the butter dish. So this is the base of the butter dish, and setting it down and giving you a nice, clear, unobstructed view of the Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish. And this one is in Flint, or as you can see, in more general color terms, it's a grey color. Okay, so let's pop the lid of the butter dish onto the base or dish itself. And to give you some sense of scale or size, the butter dish resting in the palm of my hand. So it does have a nice heft to it. And if you've been following my channel for a while, you have seen a recent unpacking of the same model butter dish from Le Creuset. However, in the, what blue was it? In the coastal blue color. So this time around we're dealing with the Flint. So it's available in 13 different colors. So plenty of choice options to suit your taste and preference. And just showing you the underside of the lid as well as the dish itself. So you can see the entire stoneware butter dish is finished in a high gloss. And it's just so remarkable, the heft and sturdiness of this dish, or the entire butter dish. I'm just giving you some close-up looks as well, as always, with my unpacking and unboxings. So as you can see, the dish is rectangular in shape. And to give you some idea of the size or depth of the dish as well, so giving you a nice side profile to the depth or the short side of the dish, as well as the long side. So you can see that nice glossy finish on this Flint colorway of the Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish. And on the inside you can see it's kind of like a muted or beige color. And giving you a look at the bottom or underside of the base. So right there, it does have a slightly sandy finish on the base. Right there, giving you a nice, good look on the underside of the base of this Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish in the Flint color. And now let's take a close-up look at the lid itself. So the lid, of course, has a noticeable weight or heft to it. And once again, of course, as mentioned earlier, it has a very high gloss finish, as almost all bar the black version or color of the Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish. That one, the black one, has a satin or matte or flat finish. Otherwise, all the other butter dishes have this high gloss finish to it. High gloss glaze to the stoneware butter dish. So you can see it does have a nice carry handle there. Very, very important, especially dealing with slippery butter as we all know it. So giving you a nice close-up look at the details of this piece of tableware. And giving you a side profile as well. Just let me move the base or dish to one side so you have a nice unobstructed view to the lid or of the lid of this butter dish. So very solid in feel due to the weight, and you can see just how thick the dish or lid of the dish is. With a very nice high gloss finish overall. And of course, let's just replace the lid so that you have, once again, that nice complete view of this Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish in Flint. So as I mentioned earlier, I recently unpacked the coastal blue version of this butter dish. So this time around, this one is in the Flint color. So there you can hear just how solid it feels. Of course, there's some slight wobble between the lid and its base. However, sometimes if you have it in the right orientation, it does have a tighter fit. Like for example, right now, that is a pretty solid fit, as opposed to having it this way, where you can see the lid does wobble and play a bit. But there we go. It's just a case of positioning the lid in the right orientation to the base. Okay, and of course, as I mentioned, one thing to always find out is, of course, how a block of butter would fit in the dish. Of course, the dish hasn't been washed, so I'm not going to place a fresh or clean piece of butter on it. So this is still wrapped up, a 250 gram block, a regular size block. This one is a Sainsbury's organic unsalted butter, as you can see right there. Once again, giving you some sense of size and scale right there, resting in the palm of my hand. Let's place it in the middle of the dish so you can see right there, fitting very comfortably with plenty of space around the sides should you wish to spread or cut your block of butter up in parts. You can always do that and leave them prepared for the next serving. So right there, giving you a close-up look now. Plenty of room for a much larger block of butter to fit. So all this for your viewing pleasure right there. And of course for your reference and knowledge, all very educational stuff, especially if you're considering buying this Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish. And in terms of height, you can see there's plenty of clearance as well. Right there, with the lid placed back onto the dish itself. And popping the lid off right there. You can hear that clink, just how solid this butter dish is built or made or produced right there. So even if I left the block of butter right there without that extra, no, that wouldn't make sense actually. Let's place it back on the dish. I was just going to show you just how much depth this lid has right there. So still quite a bit of clearance to the lip. Actually not too much, but fair enough. Just adequate amount of clearance from the edge of the lid of this Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish. So once again, replacing that 250 gram block of butter and putting the lid back onto the dish itself and giving you once again that all-round look. Not a big fan of that wobble there, but if we have it in the right position as I demonstrated earlier, it'll fit just nicely like that. Like that, and giving you that all-round look. So very, very solid in feel. And giving you that all-round look once again to this Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish in Flint. And of course, one last look, and still with the block of butter in the dish at the bottom or on the side of that base right there. So that's the Le Creuset Stoneware butter dish in Flint. Thanks for watching and happy storing!